Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, we can start with opening prayers. Would anybody like to do?
Mataji.
Yeah, Lakshmi Mataji, please start.
Okay.
Om Ajnana Timiram Yasya Jnananja Shalakaya Chakshurunilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavancha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Nitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Mataji, Dandavat Pranams to all the devotees.
Dandavat Pranams. Today we will be seeing Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, 23rd verse. Nainam chindanti shastrani Nainam dahati pavakaha Na chainam kledayantyapo Na shoshayati marutaha. Yes, please read, whoever wants to read the word.
Nainam siddhanti shastrani Nainam dahati pavakaha Na sainam kledyanti apo Na shoshayati marutaha.
Nainam chindanti shastrani Nainam dahati pavakaha Na chainam kledayantyapo Na shoshayati marutaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Nainam chindanti shastrani Nainam dahati pavakaha Na chainam kledayanti apo Na shoshayati marutaha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Nainam chindanti shastrani Nainam dahati pavakaha Na chainam kledayati apo Na soshayati marutaha. Hare Krishna. Ram. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Nainam chindanti shastrani Nainam dahati pavakaha Na chainam kletayantyapo Na shoshayati marutaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. So now we will see the word to word. Na, never. Enam, this soul. Chindanti, can cut to pieces. Shastrani, weapons. Na, never. Enam, this soul. Dahati, burns. Pavakaha, fire. Na, never. Cha, also. Enam, this soul. Kledayanti, moistens. Apaha, water. Na, never. Shoshayati, dries. Marutaha, wind. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. So, now we are going to see the meaning of this verse. It's in continuation to the qualities of the soul, which Krishna has been speaking. Like the soul in the previous verse is compared to a garment, a cloth, which we just remove. We just discard the old garments and get a new garment. Same way, this body is compared to a garment or a cloth, and the soul within doesn't change. Like we don't change. We may change so many clothes, or garments, but we the people are the same. Same way the soul remains same when the body changes. And now coming to this verse, Krishna uses negation. Negation means na. He says, na, never. Chindanti shastrani, can it be cut to pieces by weapons? Na, never. Dahati pavakaha, burnt by fire. Na, never. Kledayanti, that apaha, moistened by water. Na, shoshayati, it dries, marutaha, by wind. Why this particular negation is used? Anybody has any idea why this negation? We have
to make it
yes, Mataji.
to confirm again and again that the soul is indestructible.
Okay.
Eternal.
Yeah.
We emphasize the saying that the soul cannot be destroyed.
Okay, correct. See, the negation is used specifically here because, see, in this material world, we all have the idea of material things, material substances. We know about 5 gross material elements: air, fire, water, earth, ether. We know about the material substances because they are visible, they are tangible, they can be felt, they have a shape. Even tiny material things like some amoeba or some, enzymes or some bacteria, we can see under microscope. So whatever is visible to us, we know this is of matter. And even if they are not visible, then under using some instruments we can see still that is matter. Krishna, using the negation, he is emphasizing that soul is nothing like anything material. We all have experience of material. But how do we understand the soul? Because in the previous verses, we have seen that the soul is 1/10,000th part of the tip of the hair. So it's like too very tiny to understand. But it is a spirit particle. It is a spirit which is the separated part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. To say that it is nothing material, Krishna is using these words never to say that, see, and also to prove that whatever happens to the body will never happen to the soul. The body can be destroyed, but the soul can never be. That's why if you see, the body can be cut to pieces by a weapon. It can be burnt by fire. It will be moistened by water. It will be withered by wind. All these, the weapons or the fire or water can affect the body, can destroy the body, but they cannot touch the soul. That is the purpose with which Krishna is saying, whatever happens to the body will not happen to the soul. So here in the purport, Prabhupada also explains that there are so many weapons, and we know about the weapons which are used. And in the Vedic times, we see that through the chanting of mantras, they used to invoke the weapon. Just by a mantra, that arrow would act like that weapon. If somebody had to use a Brahmastra, there was a mantra, and that mantra was to invoke Brahmaji's mercy and use that astra. Then you had Pashupatastra, Shivas. Then you have the Vayu Astra or Agni Astra, or even, the astras which could create tornadoes or huge winds. All that through mantra chanting, they could get these weapons. Nowadays, in the modern world, technology is being used to make something called nuclear bombs, atomic bombs, and then you have some biological warfare where you maybe just, spread an infection or a bacteria. So, all these are there in this material world, but none of these weapons can ever touch the soul. Because Prabhupada writes, even the nuclear weapons of the modern age are classified as fire weapons, but formerly there were other weapons made of all different types of material elements. But the soul cannot be touched. See, fire weapons could be counteracted by water weapons. if you have seen in some old serials and all, if somebody is releasing an Agni Astra there, somebody will release the Varuna Astra, and then, it will be acted by one weapon. But in the present day world, still the scientists have no knowledge of tornado weapons. With the mantras, they would create a tornado. So why this used to happen is, there's an interesting discussion on this, that these religious kings or pious kings, or even the asuras who have propitiated and satisfied the demigods and have got their blessings, they used to pray to those devatas who were in charge of all this, and with their cooperation and their boon, they used to use these weapons. But now, nothing of that sort happens. They use all these gross material elements, all these minerals, and they try to create weapons. But the point is, even if you use a weapon with the cooperation of devatas or on your own, you are creating some destructive weapons, nonetheless, the soul can never be cut into pieces. It will not be annihilated by any number of weapons, regardless of any scientific devices we make. You can maximum terminate the body, nothing more than that. And then Prabhupada comes to explain about the Mayavadas. How these Mayavadas Mayavadis are the ones are impersonalists. How this individual soul came into existence simply by ignorance and consequently became covered by the illusion energy. It is not possible for them to explain how. How is it that the soul has come into this ignorance and how it is covered by illusion energy? But we can explain that. Sanatana Dharma has got answers for that. This jiva is a part and parcel of the Lord, separated part and parcel of the Lord. It always retains its identity. It has come into this material world because of its desire to enjoy separately from the Lord. And after coming into this material world, it has been taken over by Maya. That means the Maya has caused forgetfulness for the jiva to enjoy. So in that condition, now the jiva is there in this material world. Now, Prabhupada writes one more line, nor was it ever possible to cut the individual souls from the original Supreme Soul. Rather, the individual souls are eternally separated parts of the Supreme Soul. Now, this question will be, when the Super Soul, we are all the part and parcel of the Super Soul. So, supposing so many millions and billions of particles, spirit souls have come out from the Supreme Soul, does that mean that we have been cut off from the Supreme Soul?
No, Mataji.
What is the meaning of that then? What is the meaning of that?
We have, with our own desire, we have forgotten him, and we are struggling hard to go back to him.
Okay, Mataji, no, the point I asked was, we have been cut off. The point is, if we have not been cut off, that means if something is cut off, supposing I'll give you an example of a fruit. If a fruit is cut off, a fruit is cut into pieces, it is also separated from the fruit. But a portion of the fruit is out of that main fruit. See, if you have an apple and you cut into 8 portions, you remove one portion, in the apple, how many portions will remain?
7 will remain.
So many millions of jivas have come out from the Lord. Will it make a difference to the Lord? Will he reduce?
No, Mataji. No.
He is a whole.
Yeah.
He is always an absolute truth whole.
Okay. And now, we are separated part and parcel. See, supposing in an apple, one portion was spoiled. Other portions were fine. If you remove that spoiled portion, of course you cannot eat it, you have to throw it away. The other portions are right. Same way, so many jivas have come out from the Lord. So, that means one jiva is separate from the other jiva. One jiva is not different, the other jiva is different. Or one jiva is not good, the other jiva is good. Is it like that?
Bodily we are different,
No.
but the soul is same.
Yes.
We all are.
Souls are all same. So, Mataji, actually, In the Ishopanishad, in the invocation mantra, you all must be knowing that mantra also. There is this mantra called Om Purnam Madaha Purnam Idam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashyate. So what is the meaning of that? That the Supreme Personality of Godhead is perfect and complete. And because he is completely perfect, all emanations from him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as complete wholes. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself. Because he is the complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance. So any separated part and parcels of the Lord are also complete wholes. That's why we have been saying, qualitatively we are same as the Lord. Quantity varies. 1 gram gold from pure 24 karat gold, 1 kg gold brick and 1 gram gold is same quality. It's not that a portion is cut off means only some portions of it has come into this and the major portion is left out. Like how if it's a rotten apple or if you remove the part which is not good, the good part will remain. So it's not like that. Each and every particle that comes out from the Lord, even this material creation, even this phenomenal world, they are all complete wholes. And so many complete wholes have come out from the Lord, but still the Lord remains complete whole. He remains complete balance. So that's what Prabhupada is saying here, that nor was it ever possible to cut the individual souls from the original Supreme Soul. Rather, the individual souls are eternally separated parts of Supreme Soul because they are atomic individual souls eternally. They are prone to be covered by illusory energy. So, because they have separated from the Lord, they have fallen to Maya. And the comparison is that, like a spark, there are sparks in a fire. Sparks in a fire, although one in quality with the fire. Spark and the fire are same quality. But what happens if a spark goes away and falls away from the fire? Some spark may just fly off and fall away from the fire. Will that spark be there still?
No, it will disappear.
It will extinguish. No. So the same comparison is made that we, the jivas, are eternal souls, part and parcel of the Lord. But extinguishing means we have now been covered by Maya. Because we have fallen into this material world, we have forgotten our original nature, our original consciousness. Again, when we go, see, if you take out that, supposing a small, when you're burning some coal or something, a small coal just falls away little far. Again, you put back that coal back into fire, again it will start burning like fire. Same way the jivas, if they connect themselves back to the super soul, the Supreme Lord, again they will revive their original consciousness, original position. So in the purport, Prabhupada writes, in the Varaha Purana, the living entities are described as separated parts and parcels. And they will eternally be separated from the Lord. Even if they are liberated, they will be separate. They have their separate identity. Even if they go to the spiritual world, they will have their own separate identity. And the point mentioned here is that even if one gets moksha or liberation, he will not go and merge and lose his identity. He will be in a liberated platform in a spiritual body, eternally present in the spiritual world. So that's what Prabhupada has explained in the purport. And the main point mentioned here is, Krishna says, whatever happens to the body, that will never happen to the soul, because the body is made up of gross material elements which are temporary. They are manifest for some period of time, and again they'll go back to the unmanifest stage when the soul leaves the body. But that is not the nature of the soul. It cannot be affected by anything in this material world. Not even the weapons, not even water can touch the soul. Our body is made up of, I think, 70% water.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
And air also, we have oxygen, that is air in our body, we have water in our body, we have, the other elements like fire. For so many purposes, fire is there in our body, sky is there, earth is there, this gross body, with the bones and skin and all, they are part of this earth. So, but all this will be affected by any weapon, but not the soul. Till now, is it clear to everybody?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Anybody has any doubt? It's not a very difficult verse to understand, but if anybody has any doubt, they can ask. Yeah. If there are no doubts, then I would just like to ask. Yes, Prabhu?
Though the soul is invisible to the eye,
Yeah.
it has a solid form. It has a form.
Yes.
Physical form.
In this material world, it is assuming the material form, Prabhu. When it goes to the spiritual world, it will acquire a spiritual body, Prabhu.
What about Paramatma, Mataji? Paramatma also is residing in the heart.
Yeah.
It has also got a form?
Yes. Paramatma in the heart, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, is the four-handed Vishnu, Shirodaksha Vishnu, who is residing in our hearts. He has a proper form.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, one doubt.
Yes.
It is the morphology of spiritual body, will it be the same as that of material body, Mataji?
In the sense, the hands and the eyes and whatever the bodily features you are asking, yes, Mataji, yes. But it is a spiritual body. What is the difference between material body and spiritual body?
Imperishable, perishable.
So, Mataji, whatever is the nature of the soul, the qualities of the soul, the spiritual body will have the same qualities. So, in the spiritual world, there is no difference between body and soul. In the material world, soul is different from the gross material body. But in the spiritual world, both are having the same quality. We are saying soul is indestructible, it cannot be killed, it is always there, eternally existing. Spiritual body is also of the same nature, Mataji. So in the spiritual world, no difference between body and soul. Both are same.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Anybody else have any doubts? Yeah. How is the Purushottam month sadhana going on? Everybody is able to read 15 chapters every day?
Yes, Mataji.